Alright guys, you are welcome to this journey once again with me. And then in this particular playlist there are series of videos and all are talking about web development. We will learn, we will build, we learn, and then we build. Is that clear? So let's get into it by first understanding the web, right? So I have different of tabs here open, and then I'll just take you through briefly, and then our videos will now focus on development. Is that clear? So the web is a system of interconnected public web pages accessible through the internet. The web is a system of interconnected web pages. Take note, web pages accessible through the internet. Right? It's a subset of whatever. It's just the first part that I need you to understand. Okay. And then when we talk about the web, then you should build the web pages, because you said it's what interconnected public web pages. So you should build a web page before you even make it public. Is that clear? And then the next thing also is that you read here. The web allows users to access and share information like text, images, and videos through hyperlinks. You understand what a hyperlink is when we start the practical part, when we start coding, right? It's built upon technologies like HTML, CSS, and HTTP, right? I will take the first two, HTML and CSS. Okay, this is what the playlist is for, right? So the technologies again are this. So let's read here. Let's just understand this one. HTML is the language used to create web pages. So if you are thinking of creating websites, web pages for yourself, the first language you are going to encounter is what the HTML, right? Then CSS is used to style the appearance of your web pages. How do you want your web page to look? The layout, everything will be what? CSS, right? So this is all that I need you to understand here. The web is a system of interconnected web pages, right, that everybody can access. Okay, and to do that you need what? Technologies such as HTML and CSS, right? And then let's get into here. Now we understand what the web is. We now want to develop the web, right? We want to develop websites. We want to develop web pages. So what then is web development? Web development is the process of building, right? The process of building, one, maintaining the web application. So you build and then you maintain the website and the web applications, right? So web development is just the process that you go through to build a website. When you build, you should also be able to maintain it, right? So this is all that I need you to understand here, right? You build and then you should maintain it. And then the last part will be here. It's a field that combines technical skills with creative problem solving. Don't worry, you don't need to know anything, right? You'll get into it, but the technical skill will be the choosing a technology and all those stuff, right? So here also the web development the only thing that I need you to take from here is that web development is a process of building and maintaining websites or web pages, if you like, web applications. I hope that is clear. Then the next part, types of web development, right? You want to build website, and then you understood the web, you understood what web development is. Now, what are the types of web development? Generally, I would say there are three types of web development. We have the front end development, which is basically the client, anything you see in the browser, the user interfaces and all that. So if you read, the front end developers are responsible for the visual layout, the user interface, and then the user experience, right? And you are going to use technologies such as HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and front-end frameworks or library. you don't really need this for now, right? But know that there is something called frameworks or libraries, right? This particular playlist is also focusing on just HTML and CSS. We want to provide a structure and then we want to style it, right? So that's that. So that's the front end. Everything you see on the web page, right? The UI, how nice it looks, how or where a particular button is positioned, where would all those color effects, the visuals, that is what front end, right? Then the other part of web development or type of web development is the back end development, right? Please take note. Development is the process, whilst developer is the person. Development is the process, developer is the person, right? So if I said I am a web developer, I am the person, right? And then if I'm building website, then I'm developing, so development, right? So let's get into it. So the backend developer or development, they focus on what? The server side. So the front end you heard or you saw client side, but here we are saying what? The server side. Just not to confuse you, right? If you are mentioning the server side, just assume, take your phone, you have a password on it. Take your WhatsApp, you have a password on it, right? If you enter a password, maybe your Facebook account, whatever it is, right? And then there is kind of some security measure to protect your privacy or whatever. And then you enter your password. Then it's somehow it's wrong. How does the phone knows that the provided information you gave is wrong? Then you see that feedback. If you provide the correct information instantly, then you see that it's correct, right? Then it opens. So it's happening, but you don't see it. You are just seeing notification, kind of the front end, but the back end is the one validating your password against what you already have, right? So that is backend. It happens, but you don't really see it. You just see the effect, right? So this one are kind of behind the scene, right? They happen, but behind the scene you don't see it. So if you read the server side of the website, which handles logic, database interaction, server operations, all those stuff, right? Again, just to explain the database, if you store you have a password, where is the password going? And then when next time you type the password, how does it know that you already have a password and the new one that you are entering doesn't match? Okay, so it's stored somewhere, and that is what the database. So take the database to be what? Your storage, right? Your storage, where your files are stored, your client information are stored. It's just database, right? Yeah, so that would be it for backend. And then also for backend, you would choose a particular programming language you are kind of comfortable with, or you research about and you want to use that as your backend programming language, right? So here you can see the list. We have Python, and under Python we have frameworks like Django and Flask, which are the popular ones, right? So you go into that. You have Node.js, JavaScript, you have PHP, you have Laravel as the popular, Ruby, and all those stuff, right? Then backend also databases comes in. I mentioned that database is just what your storage, right? And there are a whole lot of database options that you can choose from: MySQL, Postgres, and the list continues, right? Then the servers, we have Apache, Nginx, Cloudbase, and all those stuff. Don't confuse yourself. We are learning front end, but I'm trying to explain all these things to you as well. That there is in web development, we have types, we have front end, we have back end, right? So then the last part that I want to mention here is full stack development or full stack developer. If a person does both the front end and the back end, then that person is also a full stack developer. So the process, then the person will be like, oh, I'm a full stack developer. He is into, or that a particular person is into what? Full stack development. Full stack development, you do both back end and front end, or in other words, you have knowledge in both the front end and back end, meaning you can do both. So you know a backend language, you can do database, you know servers, right? And then the front end, you know some kind of front end libraries and tools. So again, very simple. Web development has types. You have front end, back end, and full stack. Simply, and then we are gone. Right? If you have any question, leave that in the comment section, and then I would explain and then clarify all those as well. Then the last for our video is that for this, we want to build websites, so we will need tools for that, right? And there are a lot of tools. Okay, and we call the basic ones that I'll just go into right now is what we call the code editors or text editors, right? I will not go into all these ones, but know that we need a text editor, something that we can write our code in. That's why we call it a code editor. There are a whole lot of code editors outside there, right? You just choose one that you think you are comfortable with or you are ready to learn. Every developer has their own preferences. When I started development, I was using Sublime Text, but now I'm fully using VS Code. So everybody has their text editors. We have names like Atom, Brackets. Don't worry, you can choose anyone that you feel you are comfortable with. But in this playlist, we are going to use what VS Code. Maybe other times we use what Sublime Text, right? But VS Code will be our number one text editor or code editor we will be using in this case, right? So that is it for this video, right? And then in the next video we will see how we can get VS Code and then install it and we start working, right? Again, briefly, we learned the web, right? And then we said the web is a system of interconnected web pages accessible through the internet. And then web development is just the process of building and maintaining websites. And types of web development, we mentioned front end, back end, and full stack. And then finally, we have what web development tools. Here I mentioned only the code editors, where I also mentioned to you that we are going straight away with what VS Code, right? So stay tuned, and then in our next video you are going to learn how you can download and install VS Code, your code editor. Then we start coding. So again, see you in the next one. Bye bye.